Hey folks, my name is Joyce Manalo. I'm a certified integrative nutrition health coach. Nice to meet y'all. Welcome to the Kala Health and Wellness channel, where we make videos about prepping, cooking, plating, and eating plan-forward meals to help you with your healthful and mindful journey. These root vegetables are so common, they're easily taken for granted. But onions are so important to know how to cut because they are the root of so many healthy recipes. So today I'm going to show you how to cut an onion without crying. And I know a fail-proof way is to wear goggles, but to be honest with you, they are a little foggy and could be disorienting, and that doesn't make it super safe with sharp objects. Okay, so we're going to do it a different way, combining all the techniques I researched. And before we do that, we are going to talk about how to pick an onion. To pick an onion, we're going to look at the skin, making sure that there are no bruises or blemishes. Now this one has a little bit of a cut, but it looks sealed up. Okay, so this would be an okay onion to take home based on the skin. The other way to pick an onion is to smell it. It should not have any smell at all, okay? And the last way to pick an onion is to press it, making sure that it is firm, that it's not leaving any indents, okay? So an example of this is with this onion. Yeah, that was gross. So yeah, you don't want to pick this onion even if you're desperate, all right? And then this one too, looking at the skin, I mean, it is all mangled here, and there's this color, looks like mold under there, so you don't want to pick this one either. So those are the three ways to pick an onion. To cut an onion without crying, you're going to need a really sharp knife, okay? A plastic bag to wrap around underneath the cutting board, a container with a cover, okay? A bowl of ice water, and a damp dishcloth. Alton Brown, one of my cooking gods, says, the sharper the knife, the less cells you'll damage as you cut. Less damage equals less gas equals fewer tears. So we'll talk about that gas in a little bit, okay? But let's go ahead and cut the stem off. And we're using the bag to put the onion skin pieces in there and covering it up so the gas doesn't leak into the air. Now let's go ahead and cut the onion in the middle, and make sure that you have the onion cut side down so that the gas is being trapped by the cutting board. Okay, we're going to peel this onion and make sure the skin is completely peeled off of it, and put it in the bag and close the bag so the gas doesn't go into the air and get into your eyes. Okay, so that's why that's good. And we're going to put this onion in the ice bath because the cooler the temperature, the less likely the gas will escape into the air and into our eyes. So let's move on to the next half of the onion. Let's peel that. Okay. And working quickly also helps minimize your exposure to this onion gas. The root itself has most of the onion gas that we want to avoid. So try not to cut into it like I did, and go ahead and continue with dicing. So far, this has been really a nice experience. I am not even getting teary-eyed, guys. This is really great, especially if you're going to need to cut a lot of onions for your recipe. It's working really well right now. I'm definitely not even getting teary, for real. Okay, so here's our container, and we're going to cover it. Again, minimizing the gas exposure into the air and into our eyes. And let's move on to the next onion. According to the National Onion Association, synth propanethial-S-oxide is a strong smelling gas that makes our eyes tear up. What is happening here exactly? Well, when this gas makes contact with the water in our eyes, it turns into sulfuric acid. Yeah, that's that painful stinging sensation. Alright guys, that was pretty successful. No tears. I actually didn't even cover it the whole time and I'm still not crying. Guys, look at my eyes. They're not stinging at all. They are perfect. They are not crying. They're not tearing. They're not glassy. I'm so happy, but my happiness might turn into tears because of all these techniques working out. I do want to mention that the damp cloth wasn't used during the demo because it wasn't needed. So this is actually optional. What we were going to use it for is wiping down the board each time we cut into half of an onion to trap the gas in this damp cloth. So again, this is optional. According to the National Onion Association, yes, I know I mentioned them before, but they do exist. Onions have a ton of health benefits like good source of vitamin C and B6 and minerals like iron, folate, calcium, and potassium, all really great for heart, bone, blood, and reproductive health. I hope you all enjoyed how to cut an onion without crying and that you try it. So please let me know how it works out for you in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it around, and click the subscribe button for updates on future videos if you haven't already. And if you have, thank you so much for your support. And remember, you deserve to be happy and healthy, so stay true to yourself and do you. Catch y'all at the next episode.